Welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So today's episode I'm going to be checking out an Atari game, an Atari 2600 game. This is actually a prototype. It's a Star Wars Ewok Adventure prototype. So I guess it was slated to be released at some point and it just never happened. And there's a lot of games that were created, some of them they were only created part of the game, some of them most of the game, and then others the complete game was created, just never got packaged up and sent off to be sold in stores. And so this one I learned about from the Atari Creep. He did a video on this as well, where he kind of did a playthrough, and I thought this game looked pretty nice. I mean, the graphics look great, and it just seems like it's kind of a fun game. Now, there was a bunch of other Star Wars games on the Atari 2600. I've played a few of them on my channel. I like the Empire Strikes Back. I think that was the one with the speeder guy going around and those at things coming at you. There's a few other ones. They're not my favorite type of games. I'm never really into too much of the space games myself. But this is more of like a speeder going through a forest and stuff. Like this is more like the Return of the Jedi. I think it was where this happened. But anyways, yeah, so let's check this out, because the Atari Creep was nice enough to send this along to me, because I made a comment saying that game looked really cool and I wanted to try it, so he passed it along. So now I get to check it out myself and actually give it a go. I think the game's a little bit tough to play, but I don't know, let's see what happens. And so that's me right in the middle there. That's the speeder thing. Sorry if I don't know all the lingo. And yeah, you can make out those. I think that's an Ewok. You can make out everything. I mean, it looks great. Oh, and that's the other thing that's pretty cool is it's multi-screened. It's not just like a single go up in the up or down kind of thing. It actually allows you to go to multiple screens. Did I just like kill a stormtrooper? And that's another thing too. It has depth to it. So you can see I'm up in the air, and you can tell by the shadow that I'm up in the air. And then you can actually go down. So, it kind of like Zaxxon and a few other games that do that. Unlike, say, River Raid, where you're at the same kind of height the whole time. So those are all those walker things. I mean, the graphics look great. You can make it out. You can tell what those things are. I think I'm supposed to... Whoa, it just crashed into the thing, and there goes an Ewok. A lot going on in this game. I think he just got in. From what I understand, there's some arrows that should appear, and they're going to tell me that I need to... Oh, geez, I guess I'm supposed to go up. Oh, I see it. So I think the Ewoks are piloting this thing, and then when you crash, they run away. No Ewoks are harmed in the making of this game. I don't know. This is interesting. I mean, for an Atari 2600 game to have this much going on, it always impresses me. This would have been amazing if it actually got released. Let's see if I... jeez. Maybe I'm supposed to go around. I know there's like a point to this. The Atari Creep, I remember watching his video, and he kind of explained a little bit what's happening in this game. I just wanted to give it a try, just to see what the gameplay is like. Can I pick him up? Oh, maybe not. So we can go into the other screens. I remember him saying there's no point in doing that unless it tells you to do that specifically. And there is a way to get into one of those things. Just start killing everything that... I don't know if I'm supposed to be like picking up those Ewoks or... It sounds kind of interesting. I mean, it's all over the place, but... I keep crashing into this mountain area here. Maybe I'm supposed to land or something. Like, the look of the Ewok's kind of funny. It looks more like a gremlin or something. Did I just do something there? Oh, okay. Maybe I'm supposed to go in that metal section. That kind of makes sense. Well, that was kind of interesting. I like that. I like how everything was just kind of like freaking out there. I don't think you can hit the trees, which is good. You don't have to worry about the trees. That would make this game even tougher. Whoa, I just got into like the speeder thing. And it's crazy. What the heck? Huh. That was insane. Didn't expect to get into that. I love these Atari graphics. Oh, I'm over here now. I hit something. Okay, so the arrow down there is telling me to go to the other screen. So let's see what happens. Oh! You know, it kind of reminds me of E.T. The game E.T. on the Atari. I mean, the way that you have to go around the kind of different screens like this. You know, the green graphics that it has. Oh! Whoa, I just got blown up there. Those things kind of look like skulls on giant legs or something. I don't remember a lot of the, you know, the Return of the Jedi. I didn't see it that many times. I think I've seen the first two more than I've seen the third one. Which is actually, like, what, the seventh one? Or let's just give this one more shot. I always have to remember the first and the third are no longer the first and the third. They're the fourth and the sixth, or the seventh, or the sixth, or the... I don't know. Star Wars got confusing when they added on more episodes. Because usually when you said the first Star Wars movie, you were actually talking about the fourth Star Wars movie, not the first Star Wars movie. Because now we got the first Star Wars movie, which was Episode 1, but it's not the first Star Wars movie because it came out... whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Ewoks everywhere. Whoa. Oh, I thought I could get inside. I did it before. When I did a test of this game, I went into one of those walker things. But I don't know. There's all those little symbols at the bottom of the screen there, kind of telling you what's going, you know. I don't know if there is a manual for this or not. Like, if it's a prototype... Whoa! I missed that. I think I was supposed to land in that center thing. Alright then. Oh. Ah, I did it again. Those poor Ewoks. They're just getting killed. It's like they run into the river or something. Am I out of... Okay. Let's give this one more shot. Try and blow them up as much as I can. Whoa! Ran into something. I don't know what the difference is or why you need to go higher or lower though. Like if you can't hit the trees, like maybe so you can avoid those things on the ground? But aren't you supposed to shoot them? Like wouldn't that make sense? Oh, maybe you have to... Whoa! Just love how that the Ewoks just like kind of get up and bolt out. They're like, I'm out of here. Oh. There we go. Go back to that funky screen again. Wow. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool. I'm glad the Atari Creep sent it to me. It's interesting. Like I said, this would have been cool if they would have actually released this in, you know, officially, and we would have got a box and a manual and all that stuff. But, you know, that's just the way it was. I mean, when you go back to the Atari days, there's a lot of games that were created that just never got released. And especially towards the end of the life cycle of the machine, where they stopped making games, they stopped selling games. There was a period in the late 80s, like the 80s, when 90s, somewhere around there, early 90s, when the games were still being sold on the shelf, but a lot of them stopped making them because, you know, it was already outdated by this point, and they had other systems to make for, and Atari was on, you know, really Atari was kind of going down. They had like the Lynx and they had the other systems that came out, but they just weren't the same after that. Anyways, let me know what you think of the Ewok game for the Atari 2600. I thought it was kind of cool. It's nice sounds, nice sound effects, really neat graphics, everything. I mean, this would have made a great game. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Thanks again to the Atari Creep for sending this. I'll leave a link down to his video so you can actually see him play it. He probably explains the game better than me. I really just wanted to run through it and give it a shot and see how it played. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.